Oh my goodness, we are back at it again. We did get a bunch of stuff finished up. We got all of the fuel system installed, but this is just a real quick sneak peek. I figured we'd start this one out. I have some more stuff actually on the way from LMR to try to finish this project up. So let's take a look and see what came in this one. Alright, so hopefully these will be both of the rear brake e-brake cables that we need. I ordered the replacement part for the center console since I'm putting a new rubber lid on here. Let's just drop it there. We got lots of cleaning up to do here. All right, what's in this box? All right, so I was kind of unsure exactly what I'm going to do here for my interior. I'm not quite sure yet. I ended up just saying the heck with it. I think I'm just going to stay red with the interior. So I opted to upgrade to the red center console with the USB port. The other 12-volt thing with the 2 cup holders in. I did have the big one that went in the original ashtray, but this was showing damage and it was just showing wear. So hopefully the color match isn't that bad with this center console. All right, so let's check out our progress so far. Started getting, well, anyway, the rest of the fuel system is entirely installed. I still got to tuck some stuff up underneath, but you'll be able to watch that in a separate video going over the install on the fuel system. Took the entire intake apart, cleaned everything there, ran our new throttle cable. I did have these down underneath, but I ended up having some issues here with some vacuum lines. So that stuff's all done. We're getting ready to finish up some of the wiring here. I did go over the cruise control. We got everything cleaned up there. There was a little overspray here. It just didn't want to come off. Rewrapped all of our wiring there for that. Just working on getting everything just fitted up perfect, you know. Washer bottle is on the way. We ordered one of those actually, believe it or not, because we needed it. And here's our cruise control cable. I'm busy getting that routed across. Windshield, we've seen that. We got all of our trim in, so we need to install these. So we're going to be removing all of the wheels today. We're going to get these installed. We did clean up the drive shaft. I'm going to use these clamps. I have new bolts. Hopefully these work better than the normal like U-hook clamps on the back side of the exhaust. So we're going to be getting that stuff installed here. Did have the fuel system here run, so we have that stuff. We were testing that, brought pressure up, made sure we had no leaks. And on top of that, man, like all I can tell you is I've got a sore neck. Here is our other AC line that needs to be installed, because this mess right here is off of this harness right here. Now it doesn't look like it's much, but we have done a lot here. So I'm actually on the home stretch to get everything done. There, this runs to your horns. This part here runs in underneath of the battery box. So we've got to still clean this side up. But this feeds all of your front lights and your signal for your alternator. We ended up ordering some more loom. But all I can tell you is this has been a lot of work to get this stuff taken apart. I did see that they do sell these new, but then I would have had to reloom it so it matched everything. So it was kind of like, what the heck? Let's just go at it, because I didn't know how long it was going to take for the shipping on that stuff. Usually it takes stuff about a week to get to me from Texas. So it is what it is. But we're down here. Once we get this in, then we can work on doing the upgraded wiring here for this very nice new alternator. We got a little bit here we got to do for our relay and for our mass air meter. Get that stuff cleaned up a little bit. I did notice one more thing. Like, this is the stuff you got to watch, okay? I trimmed some off of this hose, but we're still touching here. So I've got to remove this hose, trim some more off of it, and get it in a way, because you don't want this stuff right here touching anything, because if there's vibrations, it'll actually wear through your hose. So just figured I'd point that out real quick. I do got to dig out my AC harness and get that actually done, because that'll drop down over. I think it plugs into one of these ones over here, from what I remember. So, oh my goodness, and then I got to figure out what I'm doing here. I got a little rust on this coil. I know I did have it mounted here, so I don't know. Maybe I'll try something different with that. I know I have some length on the cable here for the coil wire, so we'll just have to see. That, and along with some other things, just trying to figure out what is the best fitment of getting everything down in on this. All right, I know you don't want to see me, but as I always say, I do this to so I can see what was done to the car, this, that, and the other thing. So all the fuel system is in, the intake is in place. We got the cold air kit done. Working on, I think I'm going to mount my fan down over here, but that'll be in a separate video. The fuel installs in a separate video. I got my cruise control stuff all ran in here. I did my alternator, so we have all that stuff run down in behind here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run out in behind and probably mount this down here underneath my windshield washer bottle, and then I'll run this out so it can connect right to the battery instead of onto here, because we got too many things going right there right now. And we started getting some of these AC lines on. We got the hydraulic clutch assembly is installed. Brake stuff, let me see. Okay, new windshield. All right, so I took the time to clean out the entire car, washed everything down, removed my rear deck. Basically, I have everything out of here that I'm not going to be reusing. I coated the floor with some POR 15 because we were a little orange on that side, and we had some other spots. There was a couple spots, the pinker stuff, that's a brush-on seam sealer, which I'll cover that with some spray paint because the smell that it gives off, the odor. And man, I steam cleaned the carpet, my OEM carpet, the best that I could for what I got going on right now. So that stuff's good. Here is the rewire stuff for the fuel pump. I've run that up along the side here, down through. I'm going to get that all figured in. Wiped out everything back here. There's I tried out the new Hoover to do the carpet. There's all the stuff that we're not using. Our wheels, our old rear cover. So I have a new one of these in black that I'm going to be installing. And I'm pretty much, I think, rebuilt the shifter for the transmission, washed the drive shaft. I don't know if I got any of that. Right now I'm working on, I got new e-brake cables. I got to get them installed. The exhaust needs to be installed. We have our bolts and our clamps. I got to get the rest of the fuel lines installed. Busy cleaning up some of this wiring. I actually had tapped into this stuff to do testing eons ago. Cleaned up some of this stuff. That stuff's all nice and clean. Rewrapping some of the other wiring. Our cruise control, we got that up installed. That's in there. So I'm just going to kind of let that go at that point. Like I said, I think I'm going to do a video directly on this. I had to order some more wire loom because I'm going to wrap this and run it down along. That way it can plug into this controller, and then I'll have this wrapped and I'll get all this plugged in. It sucks that these fans come with these plugs, but nothing to plug into them. So I'm going to see what I can do and get me a jointed plug to run these two, and then I'll zip tie them up, tuck them in. I got to get my charcoal canister on and cleaned up. But with that, we had to order some new parts. So let's do an unboxing here real quick and see what we got. A little bit more LMR stuff. Here's our new windshield washer bottle. Mine ended up falling down. Wind came through the garage and it broke this tab off. So we can get that installed today. All I really needed was a new rear view mirror. And I just kind of wanted to stay. Hopefully this thing here fits up here pretty nice. Looks like a nice stock mirror. Gonna need cleaned up. So they sell you that, the retaining clip, and the glue to mount it all as one kit. So we're gonna have to get that mounted up today. I also have another big box here, and we got this one here. Since I'm unsure what color I'm going to go with my carpet, I'm still using the red. I bought black floor mats because they'll look good on the red, because I had black before. I actually had OEM mats, but here they are. They actually, if I can find it here, they actually have the Ford emblem on it. But these are the original floor mats, and you can tell they're quite showing their age, right? So we bought new ones. They're in here. We'll open them up, see what they are. Let's get this other big box opened up. There should have been one more. I guess that's in the next one, unless they shipped it together. All right. One of these was damaged. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Oh. Okay, so they give you the install kit with these. Really nice. And a sticker. Really curious on the quality of these because of the expense of these inner wells. But they seem like they're a lot more flexible, which was what I was hoping. Because some of the aftermarket ones on some of the cars are really a lot more flexible. That's the best way to say it. They move around a little bit easier. Can't forget that. So we got new wheel wells because one of mine was broken, so now we have those, but we're not ready to install them yet. Still got to get all this good stuff in. I am waiting on, I'm waiting on the e-brake handle cable, which I can do after, so I can hook that up to this. And then there was something else. There's something else in that pack, that order that needs to be here. So basically that's where we're at. I'm gonna get some of this stuff installed. I'll probably throw the rear view mirror on. The windshield just came out nice, man, with this trim. An all new trim, new wiper blades. Whew. Amazing. So I'm down to fixing up a couple things. We got like I think I found a small brake brake leak in the back at the cable. I got new crush washers I got to install there. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get the alternator wiring tucked in behind here. We'll get our washer bottle installed, and then just work on getting to the point where everything is in. As you can tell, I got a call. Gotta go. So here's the floor mats that we got. Let's see what these things look like. That's pretty good. Check that out. Backing looks pretty good. Kind of curious to see what they look like sitting on the red carpet. So that's the front and the rear. There's the, I guess the, nothing will improve the looks of your interior like replacing the carpet. Yes, I know. but I'm not sure what color I want to go with. So, all right, well, there's that stuff. That's everything opened up. That's this delivery. There should still be a delivery. I got a new shifter boot come in, e-brake cable, and I bought headlight bulbs. So we're waiting to install our headlight bulbs. I forgot to touch in on that. I actually rewrapped the entire front harness here. So everything's all redone, fixed up. We got new bulbs in everything in the front. I did do the rear also. We got all new bulbs back there. So this job is definitely coming along pretty nice.